Melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
It's never too late to start protecting your company's data from cyber attacks. Your customers put their trust in you to keep their information safe from online threats. Don't let them down. Partner with Hamilton Business Technologies to get real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and experts who monitor it all for you. We care about the success of your business and the communities you serve. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
It pays to participate in LES Peak Rewards. You can earn a $25 gift card when you enroll your qualified smart thermostat in the program. Help curb electric demand and sign up today at les.com/peak rewards.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome into Fitness Fanatics. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got a little bit different style, different host in here, I should say, today. If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. That is the Starter Heyman text line. You can put a face to the voice, Facebook, YouTube, XL channel 961. If you got Allo Cable. Guys, not your first time hosting the show, but how's it going on a Sunday?
Great. Yeah.
Pretty good. I'm feeling a little frazzly, but I think we're going to get there.
Yeah, definitely.
We're sitting super far away, so
We
I can
are.
barely see you. Normally we're a little closer. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to have to really eyeball you between all the things, but we have guests coming, so
We
that's
got-
good.
Yeah, we're excited to have some guests today, and we want to make room for them. But yeah, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
We're twinning today also, which
We are.
kind of
Yeah, it kind of
Screams
missed the memo on that. You guys didn't
Yeah.
inform me on the uniforms today.
yeah.
Right.
Kelly
The
came to pick me up, and she got the cream memo, so that's
Yeah.
what we're rocking today.
beige hoodies. Yep. Mm-hmm. And glasses. Full on.
Yep.
You know, whole 9 yards.
So, Kelly, how we haven't crossed paths a lot, so we got a little catch up session here.
We do.
Well, also reintroduce yourselves to everybody who may
Oh,
not be
yes.
fully informed.
You,
Since,
you guys don't know who
What?
we are. I'm sorry. I'm Crystal.
Oh.
This is Kelly.
And I'm Kelly.
Yeah. And we are filling in for Jeff and Nicole today. I believe they are in Iowa doing some sort of road race, I believe.
Oh, are they?
I
geez.
think so.
Those people on their
I
road
think so.
races.
So-
I tell you what.
They have given us the opportunity to come and fill in for them again today, and talk about whatever we want to talk about. And we like to highlight women's sports.
Yes.
And so we've got some special guests today to kind of fill that part of it.
Yes.
What I was going to ask you about is I know that you've been doing, you're going to go on a big dive trip here coming up, and you have been doing some recertification
Yes.
in regards to lots of math and those types of things. So tell me a little bit about what that looks like.
Yes. So we're going to Belize, and we have been a couple times, but never diving because the diving is a little further away from where we normally are. So this time we're just going to go. It's going to be a diving trip. And one of the dives in Belize is called the Blue Hole. It's a kind of a famous sinkhole in the middle of the ocean. And you have to be advanced water certified. So we have been taking certification classes to get that advanced certification. So the first one we breezed through, that was called fish identification. And now I can tell you if there's a shark or there is an eel. So we're good
Okay.
there. But then we started getting into the other ones where math was a little bit involved and calculations were a little bit involved. And I am not a mathy person. And so a little bit nerve-wracking. But so far we've gotten through the others, which was nitrox. So you can dive with air only, or you can dive with an air nitrox blend. Supposedly it's supposed to help you feel refreshed better, quicker, longer dives, that sort of stuff. So we did that. That was a lot of calculation and understanding things that I was not good at in high school. And then our last one was computer diving. So we dive with computers to make sure that we understand how much air we have left and all that stuff. Again, a little mathy, but I muddled my way through it. And then our last one is coming up next month, and that is buoyancy, where we have to prove that we can basically float in water.
Okay.
So I think
Very
I'm going to
good.
be able to pass that because I have about 100 and some dives in me, and I haven't sunk to the bottom yet.
Okay.
So we're good.
And you're all ready to go if you have that shark chasing you. Are you?
I'm ready to go. I know exactly what
Okay.
to do
Okay.
and how to ID it.
Okay.
So that's been good. So yeah, it's taken up a little bit of my spring and part of the reason why we haven't seen you very much.
I know.
And you've had a busy spring.
Yes, spring season for high school athletics is a whirlwind, but a fun one. So we are kind of on the end of that. We are in championship season right now, and getting ready for state soccer championship tomorrow night. Our track team, boys and girls, qualified quite a few athletes for this week. Wednesday, Thursday is when state track is. Our boys soccer team made it to state. They played last week. So it's been a good, exciting spring. But like I said, we jam pack, 15, 16, 17 games in about a month and a half. And so we are constantly go. So yeah, like I said, it's a lot of fun. But I'm always excited at the end to have a little bit of reprieve and rest. So,
and normally we use that time to try to get out on the golf course, but we haven't been able to do that but once this year. And I pulled a hamstring and showed my age. So hopefully we will be able to do more of that. As much as I work out, I still can pull a hamstring playing golf. So there you go. But then you're off to in June to Orlando.
Yes.
For a special reason that you won't talk about unless I force you to. So talk about it.
Yes. So I am accepting a National Athletic Trainer Service Award in Orlando. That's where our national convention, the NATA National Convention, is. So I am one of 2 Nebraskans that are receiving this award this year. So Tony and I are going to go down and make a little vacation out of it in Orlando. So very, very excited about that. And then it's really about it in regards to trips in June. We also, as I've noticed, I'm on several committees for our NSATA, our Nebraska State Athletic Trainers Association, and they all seem to meet in the same week. So there's times where I'm on a Zoom call every day, and it's like, you know what? I'm on way too many committees. But one of the committees that we're very excited about is our golf scramble committee. So we're working on our second annual NSATA golf scramble, which is coming up at the end of May. So May 30th, we are going to Tregarin Golf Course in Bellevue. I don't know if you played that one yet. So we're going to go there, and we've got several teams signed up. So any of you listeners out there that love to golf and you love to good scramble, check out the nsata.org and get your team signed up. So no, it should be, it's the weekend after Memorial Day weekend. For a lot of us that are in the school system, it's kind of the kickoff to our summer and allows us to go and have a little fun. So that's what we've been working on, for several months now. And so the light is definitely at the end of the tunnel. So we're excited about that.
That's a lot. That's a big summer.
Yeah.
That's a big summer. And your athletic training has come in handy this last few weeks to get the guests that we're going to have up to speed and ready to play.
Yes.
So that is a well-deserved honor.
Yes. Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. What else has been going on?
Gosh.
I know. We, for those who don't know, we know Jeff and Nicole through Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. Yes. So we've been.
So we just finished 5 weeks of the current session.
Yep.
Yeah. So everybody's favorite stations workout was this weekend.
Yes. That's right.
So that's kind of a big hit amongst our members. But we do, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping does have a Memorial Day sale coming up. And the sale will happen next weekend. They are giving 40% off of that challenge. So that summer challenge. It starts July 12th, and the sale will be live all of Memorial Weekend. So that's a good 40% off.
That's good.
It's very, very good. The gym is packed. I love it. There's the energy and excitement. At 5 a.m., 6 a.m., it's there's nothing better. We've got, for those of you who don't know or tuning in right now, we've got a 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. class, also 7. The 7 a.m. class is an express class, which I do tend to go to quite a bit. That's 30 minutes. All the other class times are 45. So that gives you a chance to, if you don't have 45 minutes and you have 30 and you like to also sleep in, the 7 a.m. class is a good class to get. And then we've got an 8:30, and then the evenings 4:30, 5:30. I don't ever.
I know. I'm not an evening person, but 4:30, 5:30. Yes.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, check it out. We do kickboxing 3 times a week, and then strength training Tuesday, Thursday, and then we've got a combo class of strength and or a fit class for those fit members on Saturday morning. So it's a great way to stay in shape, especially over the summer. If you've got some extra time, it's swimsuit season.
Oh,
You gotta
look
look good.
good.
So
Yeah, so I just taught fit Saturday. Combination of a little bit of cardio, a little bit of strength. I am sore, but it's a good sore.
Good.
And I think that's the thing with this kind of activity. It's you never think, okay, I'm good, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be sore again. We're always getting pushed, being pushed, pushing people to do things that they didn't think they could do, and they all can, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So had a great time. Even with the stations workout around my workout, we still had a great crowd and lots of energy. And I felt like I was in the club. Felt like I was about 21 in the club. Things were pretty loud.
Yeah,
it was good.
It's the excitement. Like I said, the excitement in the gym right now is something special. And Kelly and I have been instructors now. Gosh, hate to say it, I'm coming on 13 years as an instructor.
And
you're not too far behind me.
12 and a half, yep.
So to see new faces every 10 weeks is really, really exciting. And a lot of people that, get done with the 10 weeks and stay on as fit members. It's really great. All the relationships that we've built really through the gym. That's how, Kelly and I met and became besties and all that kind of stuff is through Farrell's. So check out that sale. Like I said, again, 40% off of a 10-week session that's live all of Memorial Weekend.
Perfect. Harrison, what's new with you? We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah,
it's been a minute. When was the last time you guys hosted a show?
Gosh,
well, I think the last time
you were on vacation.
Yeah. Well,
and so it had to have
missed
been,
you.
Gosh, 6
months
ago.
Yeah.
It might have been half a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still producing for Ticket Sundays, as you guys know. Nothing too crazy. Getting super excited for the NFL. I can't remember. You guys are big NFL fans or no?
I like football. Yeah,
I do.
I like football.
One of you's Packers fan, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I thought I'm a Bears fan. What NFL teams are you guys fans of then?
I'm Chiefs.
Yeah, she's Chiefs,
Yeah.
and I've kind of become Chiefs just because of Crystal. I like the Chiefs. I don't know if I ever have a favorite. I like to watch the players, really. So if I find a favorite player, then I kind of tend to want them to do well and that team to do well.
So is it Mahomes right now? Is that why it's the Chiefs?
Well, I do like Mahomes. I do. Probably. That probably is because it's fun to watch. He's fun to watch. That team is fun to watch. And now the Chiefs played. Now, see, I'm having a senior moment. Who did they play in the Super Bowl this year or last year? This year, Eagles. No, okay, that was a fun team to watch too. So the entire Super Bowl was a great game to watch, even though the outcome was not what we had hoped.
Yeah,
so
it's okay.
You're Bears,
rebound.
so that's got to be, just.
Yeah. Does Jeff ever take it out on you guys?
Oh yeah.
For Bears or Husker football?
Oh, both. Yeah.
Mostly Husker football.
Yeah, mostly Husker football. We come in on Monday morning. We're like, oh no, if we lost, we're gonna We don't want him teaching Monday morning classes for that reason.
You probably have really good results come fall though, if you're in Jeff's classes.
Right. He's so fun. He starts out so excited, and every Saturday we're playing the fight song and he's hyping everything up, and then I don't know, about 3 games in, if we can get to 4 games in without him just stopping the music and everything, we're doing pretty good. But
that sounds like him.
Yeah. I'm sure he's listening going, I don't do that. No, you do.
You do.
You do.
I don't know if you guys watched Husker softball yesterday. They run ruled. So the 2 games in the regionals are in the Baton Rouge regional. Run ruled UConn, I think Friday night.
Who's all in that? It's them, UConn, LSU, and
Southeastern Louisiana. So we played Southeastern Louisiana yesterday. Run ruled them. That's the first time all season Southeastern Louisiana had been run ruled. And so we had, oh my gosh, the home run. So we have 2 players, I think for the first time in the same season, Jordy Ball and Ava Cusack, that both have 20 plus homers for the season. Yes. And they both hit one yesterday. Ava hit a grand slam. So that was really, really fun to watch. Southeastern Louisiana upset LSU the night before. So that's why we faced them. But LSU ended up beating Southeastern Louisiana in the elimination game. So we will play LSU today,
At
this
2,
afternoon. Right. Mm-hmm.
So don't tell my mom, but I told her we weren't playing yesterday because I thought we were playing today.
Yeah.
And she was like, look through all the channels. And there's 400 channels with no TV guide. So,
Well, and it was on ESPN Plus.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah.
I feel better.
If you didn't have a chance to stream it, that's where it was at. So that's why it wasn't on. But no, they're so fun to watch. So if we can get past LSU, and I believe it's double elim, I would assume that LSU would have to beat us twice.
I would think so.
We would go, I believe, play in the Tennessee Super Regional, I believe is what the bracket said. So very, very exciting to watch those ladies play. We've got a couple Silverhawks playing for them as well, which is exciting. Abby Squire and Kennedy Williams are both on the team. So very, very exciting. A little extra rooting their way. So
Yeah, we watched them not too long ago, and they are fun to watch. And I don't know, they've got to be ranked, right? Are they ranked?
well, the last time I saw, they were either 20, 22, 23,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't think they were in the top 16, I believe, is kind of who all gets a regional, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure, but
All right.
sounds right.
I won't write it down
Yeah.
in quotes. Oh yeah, there's the summer. It's sort of this waffling between softball. I don't watch a lot of baseball. I used to be a huge baseball fan. I don't watch a lot of baseball anymore. But now it's golf. And
Yes.
people can either get it or not get it, like watching golf. They're like, I
Right.
don't understand. This is so boring. Or like, oh my God, this is
I'm all in.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
And I'm an all in.
Yep. Same. Some people like to take naps
Well,
within the background.
there you go.
Right. That's what I do with NASCAR.
There you go.
The hum of the engines put you right to sleep.
I would do the same.
Yep.
But I'm enthralled. And I'm enthralled with just playing golf myself and then watching them play golf and go, how do you do that? So
Right.
yesterday, I watched the last bit of the PGA Championship, and Scotty Scheffler, 5 under in 5 holes. The
Yeah.
last 5 holes. That's crazy
Yes.
town.
Yep.
It's crazy town. And just, I don't know, the absolute skill you have to have. It's a skills, you can't just bully your way through it. You
No.
just can't be like the strongest person. That's what I think makes it.
Don't you ever get, though, when you're watching, maybe it's just me, but I'm like, I think I could do that. I think I could probably do that same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As you just watch it so much and be like, okay, if I just swing like that
Mm-hmm.
and just put it right, there, it'll be fine. But it's amazing. And then I go out and it doesn't happen that way. So I'll keep trying. But the competitor in me is, I think I can do that.
Yeah.
But what always kills me is like, so when I approach a green, I'm just happy it lands on the green. I don't care where it's at. I don't care where I have to putt from.
Yeah.
I just want to be on the green in regulation and we'll just go from there. But the amount of spin and the amount of time that they take in taking notes, for example, to get it to hit that, hill or whatever, that break, and then just whoop, right down by the hole. It's that's what's amazing to me always is that, like I said, I'm just happy I hit the green. And they're just so precise that it's a lot of fun to watch their skill.
So in the Masters, when Rory was coming into 18 and literally just had like to make a putt or 2 putts, hits the green, I don't know, he might have been 12 feet or so from the hole, and it was like, oh, he's going to be so disappointed with that. Like, what? I mean, I would be, look at me, look at that shot. And they were disappointed. So yes, it is not about just hitting the green. And then they're mad when they don't hit exactly where they thought they were going to hit.
Yeah.
Or, if they do this fade or, whatever, and it's on purpose. Mine are never on purpose.
Right.
But, you'll say, oh, hey, great fade. I'm like, yeah, I didn't really mean to do that, but thanks. So yeah, totally different.
And I always have to remind myself, the LPGA is not calling. right. So I read something where it was, nobody cares what your golf score is. You just are out there having fun with friends and you're playing the game. So
yes,
the next time you want to throw your club, just remember, no one cares what your golf score is. That you just want to go out, play around, have a couple drinks, have a good time, and then go on about your business. Because I don't know why sometimes I get upset. Because again, the LPGA has not called me yet.
But there's
so
hope.
There's hope.
There's still time.
If I keep practicing, they might call me, but they haven't yet. So just have to remember.
Yep.
No one cares.
That being said, guys, we are up to our first break here, but I'll ask you what you guys have coming up ahead here.
Yeah, we have got some special guests from Lincoln Southwest girls soccer team that's headed to the state championship game tomorrow. So we will have head coach Thomas Nettleton and captains Izzy Kaiser and Thea Martin after the break.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats like Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Call or text us at 402-464-5685 with questions, or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Registration goes through May 30th.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the 2nd season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Okay, kids, Dad's gonna teach you how to dance. First, spread your feet apart. Then, pump your knee, nod your head, shake your hips, and bite your lip ever so slightly. Now, with one hand in the air, point at people with the other hand. I call that the rock star.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now, make a face like it just smells something bad.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Memorial Day is coming up quickly, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so your grill can look and perform its best. Visit their website at huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Make your move fun and easy with the help of Movers and Shakers. Movers and Shakers is homegrown, female-led, and ready to help make your transition to a new space as seamless as possible. They excel at residential and commercial moving jobs, as well as offer home cleanouts and junk removal services. Moving into a new place is stressful enough, so let Movers and Shakers ease the transition. Give them a call today at 712-899-6265 or book your move online at www.moversandShakersNE.com today.
On the Block with Eric Strickland, Jay Foreman, and Austin Orman.
The goal for those coming on the road, let's go get that first. And then here's what'll happen. There'll be you'll kind of be lackadaisical. Instead of keeping that energy, why not too? Instead of keeping that energy, you'll probably see just a little bit more ease of play. Because in the psyche, we did what we came to do.
Every weekday from 3 to 5 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage, 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right. You're tuned in to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket with guest hosts today, Kelly and Crystal, where we like to highlight athletes, coaches, and stories that are driving women's sports forward. So today we're excited to welcome the defending Class A state champions in girls soccer, the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Woo! We are joined by head coach Thomas Nettleton and captains Thea Martin and Izzy Kaiser. They're back in the finals looking to defend their title against Omaha Marion tomorrow night at Morrison Stadium at 8 p.m. We'll talk about what it takes to build a winning culture, handling the pressure, and how they are inspiring the next generation of young ladies. So welcome, guys. It's excited to have you here.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Let's start off with just a quick little introduction. Thomas, just give us a little bit of background about yourself and how you got into coaching. And
well, first I want to say thank you for having us. It's fun to get up in the morning to think about
getting on here and seeing if we can rattle some nerves and get through it. But yeah, so actually born and raised here in Lincoln. So I proud LPS product.
Okay.
I was Prescott Panther.
Okay.
So and then Irving Aardvark, and then a Lincoln High Link.
Okay.
So my journey in Lincoln was kind of fun. I got to see a lot of different things, and was a product of our youth sports here. So I was, I'm not young anymore. So that means that likely was a YMCA product, and then part of the club system that was developed when I was really young.
Awesome.
And then I played soccer, was a basketball player, and then on to play soccer in college. Went to Hastings College.
All right.
And played for Chris Cranks there, and had some good years, and then stayed and coached. So, my formidable years as a coach were under the development of him and another coach, Ted Fagaitis. So yeah, I've been lots of soccer.
Okay.
Lots of soccer.
What position?
Well, thanks for asking. So I had the blessing of playing in a lot of different spots. So I was as a young kid, pacey. So they throw you up at forward and watch you run past people. And then as I developed my game and technical ability, they pushed me into the midfield and got a lot of traffic and a lot of running, a lot of mileage, which Izzy will probably talk about later.
Yeah.
She gets a lot of mileage. And then in college, I went from midfield to then the outside back position as a lot of systems changed tactically in the game. They wanted basically a midfield player to run the entire length of the field about 1,000 times during the game.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I didn't raise my hand for that, but they decided that I was the guy. So I got that in college.
Good.
Yeah.
Thea, welcome.
Hi, yes. Well, I'm also born and raised in Lincoln. I went to Cabot Elementary, then I went to Scott, and now I'm at Southwest. Yeah, Cardinals. I also just started in the YMCA, and then I started joining clubs as well. Played for a lot of different clubs as they kind of changed and morphed into different ones. But my last club that I played at was at 402 Development Academy, and then I'm going and playing soccer at Washburn University next year. So I'm excited for that.
Yes.
But yeah.
Exciting. And position? What position do you play?
I play center back.
Center back. Nasty back there, I'm telling you. Love watching this gal play.
Loves the slide tackle.
Yes, she does.
Love a good slide tackle. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Good. And Izzy.
Good morning. I'm Izzy. I'm from Lincoln. Been here my whole life. I went to Adams, Scott, and I'm a junior at Lincoln Southwest. Play in the midfield, more on the defensive side. I play for a club up in Gretna on the 2007 ECNL team. I'm committed to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, so I'll be there not next year, but the year after that.
Go big.
Yeah.
Red.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Crystal?
Yes.
Madraso Ram, Pound Squire, and a proud Southeast Knight.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
All
there
right.
it is.
They're everywhere.
Yep.
They're hiding in trees.
Yep.
The Knights are everywhere.
Yeah.
We are. Okay.
Well, I'm from Hays, Kansas. So I was a Roosevelt Road Runner, a Kennedy Irishman, yes, and a Hays High Indian. That's what I so.
Is that where you got your love for Notre Dame?
Yes.
The Kennedy Irish.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just I've always wondered.
So
That's
I kind of still like the Golden Domers a little bit.
Okay.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Probably less now than I did, but yeah, I was a big Notre Dame fan. So, let's talk about a little bit about last year. So you guys back up a year before, you were in the finals. The previous year came up just short. So runners up. Now we've got to the season last year. We make the run all the way, and now get that title. Something you guys have been striving for. Gosh, I mean, we have been competitive. I mean, obviously, I've been there the whole time. So I'm the oldie in the group. And so to watch girls soccer develop over the years has been pretty fantastic. And so reflecting on last year, what makes last year's team special in that championship run, and what do you think the key was to winning that first state championship?
I love the question. So it's going to feel like a history lesson, but it also brings into focus the context of what it kind of takes to be in a position to compete for it. And I think what's exciting for me is just the level of investment that young ladies have in themselves, and seeing that really take shape in just who they are and what they want, and to see that develop over time has largely been the success of former athletes that wanted to be college bound. They wanted to, even if they weren't college bound, they wanted to have experiences that they would remember forever. And the investment that they put in to do that is kind of the development of our program.
Mhm.
We started taking lifting and the preparations of being a good athlete so that you could minimize the time off the field, even if you had soft tissue
Mhm.
injuries. And unfortunately, we had a lot of injuries to some key players in those beginning years. So
Mhm.
I started in 2012. It's a hot minute ago.
Yeah.
So and we had some key injuries in that time. And so seeing the benefit of everything that goes into being an athlete, and then for the coaching staff becoming more prepared for that, learning, making mistakes and learning from them. We've developed a pretty strong system and just structure around helping them be prepared for the moment. And so at the end of the day, it was some humility of, the adult in the room has to raise their hand and say, we need to get better,
Mhm.
which means I needed to get better as a coach. And then taking those steps and then realizing that when you give them more latitude to kind of have command of and control of their development in terms of the time that they put in, we just took off.
Yeah.
And it's just largely because we moved leadership from adults to kids.
Yeah.
And entrusted them, and then they've ran with it. And so 23, that year was a really big shift in that.
Mhm.
In 24, we saw some significant success because the leaders in the room were the ones that were like actually in the lines and doing the work, and the adults just like we're lighthouses.
Yeah.
Just when they need us, we're there. But other than that, they've really taken it.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I get to see that firsthand, and what you guys are building is something very special. As players, Izzy, Thea, both can answer this one. What was going through your mind when you won that state championship, that elusive state championship last year?
It definitely was a stressful game, going down 1, then having to tie it up with 40 seconds left. I don't think really anyone even in the crowd believed that we could do it, and so it was just a matter of believing in ourselves within the lines. And so, like he said, we had a lot of amazing leaders, and so it was just stepping up in that moment. And then our goalkeeper Clara Fundus on the line for a shootout. A lot of us trust her there. She's one of the best at shootouts, so we
She's
knew
pretty good at it.
Yeah,
She's pretty
she's
good. Yeah.
really good at it. So coming into that, I think it was just about believing and putting away our goals, but then also trusting and believing in Clara, and ultimately getting the dub from that.
Yeah.
Theo, what was going through your head when you had to step up and strike a ball with 40 seconds left and down 1-0?
Mhm.
Kind of a big deal. There's thousands of people in the crowd. The ball sitting in front of you. What were you thinking?
Kick it as hard as I can. Get in the box, baby.
I have not played soccer. I have family members who play soccer, so I have had a chance to be at Morrison Stadium for those types of games, and the crowd is amazing. I mean, I have never seen a crowd so into high school sports. And I thought that was so cool to see. Finally, when I was younger, you'd go play basketball and there'd be 4 people there, one of which was my mom, and then some stragglers who just didn't know that they were coming to a game. So it's so great to see the just the support that women's athletes get in high school now. It's really cool.
Anything to add is on that?
I don't know. I just think that the joy, the excitement, and the relief that you feel when you, after Thea kicked it and we made it, is something you won't forget.
Yep. So as you reflect on last year, and now we've got, a new team per se, new chemistry. So how does the chemistry change from last year to this year, as you guys prepared for the season and then has taken you into the state championship game again?
I think that we just spend so much time together that from the moment we become a team, we push each other, we trust each other. We know what it takes, and every day we show up to practice, to meetings, to lifting, to team dinner, and we know that we're going to push each other because we love each other and we want it for each other.
Yeah, definitely. I think like coming in like off season and like even in the summer, like we start in the summer for like this late spring season. And so I think spending all of that time together, like we always have, like Nettleton has a nice quote, keep the end in mind. And I think we start in the summer and we keep the end in mind, and we want to make it to this Monday night game like every year. So it's just whether or not we push each other then to make it here now. And I think we did that this year, and we have an amazing team who supports each other. And a lot of us were on the same team last year. And so we know that we want to get back there. And so it's just a matter of pushing each other to get there.
Awesome. Great stuff. We got to take a break here. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about how this last season's gone.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
When you're outdoors beneath Nebraska skies, adventure comes in all sizes. From quick escapes and long weekends to true off-the-grid retreats. Paddle, hike, camp, explore. Whether you have a few hours or a few days, we'll guide you to a state park or recreation area that's a perfect fit. Start your next adventure today at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Are you buying a home? Westgate Bank understands that you need to make important decisions during your home buying journey. Our local lenders in Lincoln and Omaha make themselves available so you can get the information you need to know. Use our mobile mortgage app to manage your transaction from pre-qualification to closing, no matter where you are. Get the service and convenience you want from a local community bank where our interest is you. Learn more and visit us online at westgate.bank. Westgate Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
In dealing with the high interest rates, it's very important that you get as much bang for the buck. And that's what our Remington Homes is all about.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, whether you want painted trim or other upgrades. Those are all options with our Remington Homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Go hog wild with barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at gohogwild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back with our guests, Coach Nettleton, Thea, and Izzy. We've got just about a 5-minute segment here, so we're going to have a little fun with it. A little lightning round, get to know your personalities a little bit. So this question is for everybody. We're going to go around. What's your favorite pregame hype song or tradition? If you don't have a song, what's your tradition?
I'll go first. Yeah. I listen to worship music at the front of the bus while they're usually trying to avoid all the F words and everything else that's in the music. Mine's Sons of Sunday. It's a new one. It's I Look Up, and then also One More Day.
Okay. Thea?
I would say like pregame bus song, Run This Town.
Okay.
That's a good
I
one.
like it.
But then like pregame, probably Gangnam Style, because we always hit it before every game. So good ritual.
Yeah, I have to say World Cup or Waka Waka right before we warm up.
I would agree with that. Yeah. Are there any team superstitions or rituals? I know that you guys have a dance party a little bit too, but are there any personal superstitions or rituals that you guys have?
Just letting America know that I wear shark socks. So, sharks smell blood in the water is one of the things that we have said before. And I don't know the ladies have ever looked to see what socks I'm wearing, but Elkhorn South had the shark socks on.
Okay.
Felt really good, 3-0. And I'm not saying it was the socks, it was them. But the socks definitely helped me with a mindset.
Yeah. 10% the socks, I'm sure.
10%. Yeah, at least 10%.
Give him some credit.
Yeah.
I would say, honestly, the night before, I always just like watch clips of myself play. And then that's one thing. But then like superstition, if we win and I play good, I wear the same ribbon the next game.
Okay. Yes.
I say game day within like the hour leading up to warm-ups, take 10 minutes, put my headphones on, breathe, just listen to music, just be in my own thoughts for a little bit.
I only use white tees. It's my superstition in golf.
Oh, there you go.
I used to, and then I ran out, so now I'm just scrounging on the ground every time.
Who would you say that the we get 2-part question? Who is the team? I don't want to say clown, but somebody who keeps things very, very light. And who's the team motivator?
I would say Mallory's definitely the team clown. Choice.
Oh, her laugh is just like,
Yeah,
you can't, once it's in your head, it
Yep.
never leaves.
Mallory
So,
or,
yes.
or Kenna.
Yeah.
Kenna always
yes,
tends to keep
yes.
the meetings pretty light.
Yeah.
She,
Yes,
she
she
takes some stabs at you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's throwing haymakers every day. Yes.
Team motivator, I would definitely say Maya. Maya's definitely a team motivator. She gets our nice captains always send like a pregame message out, and that girl with emojis, it's that's motivating. That's
Yeah.
motivating in itself. So
Well,
I would
and
say her.
also according to Herdat Sports in the post game, like Izzy got a shout out.
Izzy did get a
from
shout
Peyton
out.
Held.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
'cause She
right.
said Izzy's on our butts always, and
Yeah.
that was like on
It is
television.
true.
So
Yeah.
that was nice.
So it's got to be
So,
true.
yeah,
It was on
it's very
television.
true. Yeah,
So
Izzy got a shout out. Yeah.
and any favorite memory on the field this year that you've had?
Honestly, not like a specific one, but I just think like running to everyone after we win, like that's always just going to be like one of my favorite parts of the game. So just like celebrating.
See, there's so many. I think anytime we play Marion this year, early in the season, I think just being at that game is one you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2. So I'm going to go from 2024 into 2025. So as a coach, you're looking for evidence of culture and evidence that, these young ladies believe in themselves. And so Thea's set piece to draw level in the state championship game was one of them. And then this year, 2-1 down again, 40 seconds. Like time is fleeting. And you see character on the field. Ansley Trainer ran through 2 50-50 challenges. And then Peyton Held, who's just like such a strong competitor, just ran through a ball and smashed it into the upper 90 to draw level 2-2, with under a minute. And, the testament of character, what it takes is, that's not built, on game day. That character is revealed over time. And so just their development in that, for me, that was a crystallizing moment. Just because I knew that once that ball hit the back of the net, that these ladies were just like, it was very difficult to take the day from them.
Mm-hmm. Agree. My favorite, just real quick before we go to break, is the look y'all give each other without realizing you give the look. And it's a rallying look. Like it's just something special that you all have that nobody's gonna mess with you. And so you kind of all give it to each other, especially when things are maybe down. And it just kind of rallies you guys around. So that's kind of my favorite is how you guys all look at each other. So, all right, we're going to take a break and we'll come back at the top of the hour.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Attention! Acres is cutting interest rates and offering great deals below market value on the largest selection of used inventory in the nation. For a limited time, Acres is offering interest rates as low as 2.9% on our late model John Deere ag equipment. Acres low interest rates, along with our below market prices on select John Deere used planters, tractors, sprayers, and combines, makes it a great time to upgrade your equipment for the 2025 season. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com. Offer ends May 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fitness Fanatics. Before we get back to talking to our guests today, I do have to have a shout out to our sponsor. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodman offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515. Again, that number is 402-483-6515. Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures. I love to do the sponsorship.
I know.
Just really get my radio
So
voice
I let you do
going.
that, yeah.
I just love
You
it.
did great. You did
Yeah.
great.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I do have a question. We were talking earlier, and I was listening intently. And obviously, runner-up, winner this season. the pressure that you must have to repeat, to be in that final, to that sort of stuff. How do you handle the pressure? And when did you ever feel it throughout the year? And how did you kind of get through it? I guess that's a two-part question, but I will let all of you answer it.
Yeah.
Izzy, you want to go first?
Yeah, I think there's definitely, you feel the pressure, but that is what motivates you to even want it more. That's what I feel like at the beginning of the season, we're like, that's definitely a goal we can accomplish. So let's use that to drive us to get there.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think like we have meetings pretty much every day before practice, and I think that kind of just like slows the season down just a little bit for that little chunk of time. And I think taking it game by game is what's important, and I think we've done a really good job at doing that. We talk about certain teams, their tactics, and all of that, and I think that slows down the game for everyone and kind of like opens up their minds. I think obviously there's pressure on us to go back to back, but I don't think that it's necessarily like getting to us in any way, shape, or form. I think we do a good job about supporting each other, and if the pressures get high in like bigger games against like the bigger teams or the bigger rivals, then I definitely think that we slow the game down more, have more meetings, and we talk about it more. And it definitely is pressure, but I don't think that it gets to us, and I think we do a good job of just motivating each other to stay there.
Yeah, a favorite quotation is pressure is a privilege. I think that they work really hard to have that platform. And so if you're going to be there, you better have a process and how to handle it so that their day to day is something that they can see victories in. So we get a lot of repetitions and reflection, and so that's why we do our meetings before training, and it's your post game reflection, but then also like you want to project positivity moving forward. So in a lot of things, we ask questions that activate what they are thinking about for their next opponent or the next thing. And in our program we have a hashtag which is actually something that we want to activate in terms of motivation, which is next good thing. And so that can be a mindset reset inside of a game. Things aren't going well, but it can also be something to look forward to in terms of you want them to see what's in front of them and be excited about it. And so, from our meeting room to the actual training sessions to the love that we have in the room, no one's sitting back waiting for it. Like they're all leaned forward and they're activated, and they really do pursue it.
That's awesome. I do training at my job, my real job, and one of the things we talk about is adrenaline and how you're just going to have it, right? You can't just go, well, I'm not going to have adrenaline. I'm not going to get nervous. I'm not going to. And you can use that as a positive. It does improve performance and enhance performance, or you can think of it in the other way. So feeling, going out there feeling with that you need to use it as a positive, I think really helps with pressure as well, even in life, right? I mean, I'm training people on how to speak in public. I know it doesn't look like I am, but I do that for my job. And that's the one thing we talk about. It doesn't matter if it's sports. It doesn't matter if I'm up in front of a group talking. The adrenaline and the positive attitude around using that, and it alleviates a little bit of that pressure. So
yeah, I mean, so one of the things that we talk about is compete always. So even in our meeting room, so they might not know this, but we manufacture as much competition as possible. So we do a game called Poetry for Neanderthals. And it is.
I want in on this game.
Yeah, you'd love it. And so what it does is that like you put restrictions on speech and language, and then you have to be creative enough to still be successful under restrictions.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they've thought about this, but the format of it is beautiful because they compete through it, but as many repetitions as you're getting in competition is speaking to what you're talking about with it.
Yeah.
And largely they have to be able to regulate, not be too high and not be too low with what their central nervous system is doing, right?
Yep.
I mean, because there's rewards and there are punishments, and they're constantly competing inside of those. But watching them in the room when they're doing this is priceless because the volume is like full blast. And when they compete, it is an experience in and of itself. And so that's in everything they do. Like we have a drawing competition, and we compete through that, and they have to build stories, and those are repetitions
Mhm.
because they're being evaluated in their performance.
Yeah.
And so everything is performance related, anything from how you push your chair in to how you treat people and being front foot and motivated for competition. A lot of it's adrenaline, but getting little things to activate that for them,
Mhm.
it's like they're amazing through it. Like, and they're kind of scary. Like there are times where, so Crystal was talking about the look, and she is not lying. Like that is real.
It's
I mean,
real.
that manifests, and like
Mhm.
when it takes place, you're just like, honestly, as a dad, because I have a 12-year-old daughter and 12-year-old son, like seeing that on your kid, it has to be such a blessing to see it. And like when we see them do it, it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
get out of their way.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's awesome. Thea's got it on right now, actually.
Definitely
Oh.
during Poetry of Neanderthals, that look comes out quite a few times.
Yes, yes.
That's awesome. Thank you. That was great.
This question is for Thea and Izzy. How do you balance being a student, soccer, friendships, all the things that go into be a high school student? How do you balance it all? Because I know you two are very good students as well.
I think it's a challenge, like balancing the things you love. You need to figure out what your why is in all of them. Like, I love soccer, so I need to do that. I want to do good in school, so I need to do good in that. But I just think taking it day by day when we're in our busy season, high school season's like 3 months max. You're with each other every day, you practice every day, but you still have school. Like this week, we have our championship, but we still have finals. So I'm going to be here, go home, study, and then hang out with my team later.
Yeah, I definitely think my senior year course load wise definitely is not as much as it is earlier in the.
She's in one PE class
I'm in one
right
PE
now.
class right now.
Right,
So
right.
the school bouncing
You're
for
not
me is
maxing out.
yeah, definitely not very hard. Unless you get me in a pickleball game, then I might
That's
first
fair.
block, But definitely, I think like earlier in like freshman, sophomore, and even junior year, I think definitely was harder to balance everything. I think just like knowing what like you can do within a day and like knowing how much time you have is important. And I think you kind of have to like focus on that too. I definitely am one to hang out with friends, and I enjoy spending time with my friends and my teammates. And so I think it's just definitely like knowing that I need to get to bed at a good time, or knowing that I have a game in the morning, then kind of like setting myself up for success in that. But I also think hanging out with friends, hanging out with teammates is like a stress reliever. It gets my mind off things. And so there's definitely like, it hits like 8 or 9 p.m. on a day before game, and I'm like, okay, time to go home. I need to go like lock in. I have a game in the morning. So I think it's just knowing yourself and knowing what you need in a day to prepare yourself for field or school or whatever it is.
Follow-up question. What do you guys want to do when you grow up?
I don't know that they'll ever grow up.
And I don't know if I know that
think
answer yet.
Change, like, what are you going to do as an adult?
Well, as of right now, my plan is I'm going to major in biology, and then I want to go to PA school.
Okay.
And do dermatology.
Very nice.
I'm not quite sure, but I've always been interested in like the pre-dental route. So let's see if that works.
An adult is a better way to put it, because I don't feel like I've grown up
Have
either.
you grown up?
No.
Just out of curiosity.
I haven't. Thomas, what do you think the biggest challenge your team has faced this season, and how have they overcome it?
I think there's a lot of variables that go into that. I think that, ending the season with success and then starting against the same opponent and then going into a shootout. I think that we found who we are early in the season, and then we cultivated that. One of the big challenges for us is how do you do what you just did, and can it be better? And so we talked about 1% in a lot of different areas. So and that was more so just fixing the mind, right? So if I fix my eyes on getting better, what does that look like? And then we worked really hard to find evidence of that. And so I think for us, the challenge was, could they be better? And they were honest about that, and they did the work. I mean, they showed up, and they, what I think has been the biggest challenge for us is finding new voices for leadership. So we spent January on spending a day every week speaking life and truth into what leadership looks like. And that was for our entire program. So, I mean, that was for every single young lady who saw themselves as being a leader eventually. We spoke truth into that and showed, like, this is what it looks like. And Chris Ryla ran a lot of those. And then we brought in other voices to the room. We brought some players back in Anaya Seymour, who had some significant trials in her injuries and other things that she was able to just look them into the eye and say, like, yes, these are challenging, but they won't define you. And it's more about the fight that you have that allows you to pursue those challenges. And so, like, it couldn't have been a better design, and it wasn't. I mean, it was just kind of dumb luck, I guess. But I mean, I think that challenge of could they be better, and then just the physical nature of the game. Like we were lifting yesterday, and Kiana Perez rolled in with shorts and no shin guards and socks because there's the way they wear the socks now, there's like maybe 4 inches of leg or less that you can even see. And so she's, in flip-flops Uggs, Uggs and getting ready to lift. And she's got like 13 bruises.
Yeah.
And that was from Wednesday's game. And so I think just learning how, and that's where, I mean, shout out to, Crystal and Rebecca. And Crystal, you're sitting here and we're locked eye to eye. I think you're a national recipient of an award for a reason. You speak into what it means to be an athlete, how to see your body as something to take care of. And then they do the little things and they're taught very well. And they manage themselves better. And so that allows our platform to grow for them because they're wiser and more determined to be healthy. And I think that in a season where you don't get a lot of rest,
right?
And so, I mean, yes, we practice every day, but that training is different in terms of the intensity, and the duration has certainly changed. But I mean, they're doing something every day.
Yeah.
And so because of that, that's a significant challenge because we all, like, if you imagine your life bar, right? You only have so much energy.
That's right.
And so some days they feel like it's 65 is all they got. But they have learned to give all of what's left. And so I think those are the challenges that we face. But because we have really strong leaders in the room, and these two are like absolute giants in terms of what they're able to speak into, with their own experiences with injury, but their leadership is, we had one freshman in the room to start the year. Now we got 2. We got a few more sophomores, and they look up to these 2, and they look up to the Charlie Courts and the Maddie Schmellings of the world, and go all the way back to the Ava Spinars, who's she was top 1% at West Point.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's insane. And so when you see that type of leadership, those challenges are like they're within your ability. I think that is what's completely changed how these young ladies see a lot of things. But so those are the challenges, and probably talk too much about it.
No,
but that's speaking my
It
heart
is a major
here.
part. Absolutely,
yeah, it's a huge part of it.
Huge part of it, and they both have gone through some. Thea and Izzy both adversity with injuries, and we get to see each other and hang out every single day, and that's not a bad thing.
It's actually a great time.
It's not a bad thing. And that is a message that I've tried to craft to try to get what we do as athletic trainers across in a way that can be received well. I think for so many years we were considered the bad guys, and we kept you from sport. And I want to reframe the message to athletic trainers: keep you in sport.
I mean, without a doubt, the
And,
unsung hero.
And so that's our whole goal. That's why we're athletic trainers and we're not other healthcare professionals, is because a lot of us were athletes as well. We love sport. We understand it. What can we do to compete at a high level? We had ankle early on, we've got back still, those types of things. And it's body maintenance. And so the level of competition, especially for female athletes, is just, you guys are gritty, and all of our females at, Southwest are, that way. And so the level of play puts your body in some compromising positions sometimes that you got to maintenance it. And so I think you two, definitely, along with others, are epitome of maintaining your body that keeps you being able to play at a high level. You can't chase championships if you're dragging your leg around or you're hobbling, or you can't give your 100, or at least as close to it as you can. And so I think that that's something that you guys have done, and the relationships that we have built over the year. Are there any females that you look up to when you were growing up? Can it be your moms as well, if those if they were athletes, that inspired you as a young girl to become an athlete or chase those dreams?
Yeah, definitely. I think in the soccer world, Alex Morgan, I feel like she's just a confident, strong, powerful woman who advocates for women's sports on the field, off the field, and is still doing that today, even though she's not even playing soccer. And somebody I look up to.
Yeah, I would definitely say like recent years, like Sophia Wilson has been like a pretty big inspiration to me. She's like not only like just such an amazing player, but an amazing person as well. And I think she just like embodies a lot of like the characteristics that I hope that I embody for people who are younger than me. And so I think looking up to her has helped me too.
Most definitely.
Can I add?
Yes, please.
So Harper Quinn Nettleton, my little one. We actually, so she's in a tournament this weekend in Papillion, and last night before bed, I asked her that question. So she actually wanted to see the penalty shootout against Papillion, so we watched it. She asked questions, and it was amazing because usually she just wants me to be dad. So there's little moments where I get to like activate one of my passions, and so we're watching it, and she was like, "That had to have been crazy. Like, how did they do that?" And I just looked at her. I said, "So who do you look up to?" And she legitimately said, "These ladies."
Yeah.
Like, so she looks at the Silverhawks and she sees the pride in which they play with, but also just the way they treat people, the way they go about the things that they do. And so to a 12-year-old, looking through the eyes of a 12-year-old, that's my daughter. I mean, she looks up to these ladies, and like that was such a cool moment to hear her say that, because I didn't pay her. I didn't say, here's what I'd like you to say. Would you please say this? No, that's truly her heart. That's what she sees. And, she's looked up to, the Charlie Courts of the world. And, when Charlie signed a soccer ball and handed it to her, it was like she got this prize and hit the lottery. And so it's the right question, but I also wanted them to hear, like, last night, that's for real. She said Southwest girls soccer.
I think as you guys grow into being moms and adults, and you'll kind of carry on that strength for other young women. I looked at my mom for a lot of strength in leadership as a woman, and I wanted to be that for my two daughters as well, that the strength of women is powerful. And I kind of take on that role with you guys as well, that it's okay to be a strong woman. And and I think Coach Stop is really provides that as well, that there's beauty and strength. And so I think that's what is so neat about the position you guys are in as well, is motivating and inspiring the younger generation. And you don't even know it. You're young yourself.
Coach Kuhn, 85-degree weather.
Yes.
A few months pregnant, and she's still out there coaching. Like, she's coaching. And Finley's getting her
Yep.
master's degree, full-time teacher, and she's on the sideline.
Yes,
You know,
100%.
So like the examples that they get to draw from
Mhm.
is like it's life-changing. And so yeah, it just, you know, high tide, all boats rise. But just to see what that looks like, I mean,
Yep.
there's so many strong people around them that are helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, you got great role models.
Absolutely. So you both have plans to play soccer in college. When did you decide, like, have you always wanted to play soccer in college? Is this something that, you know, as you started in your career and had some success, that it was, gosh, maybe this is what I want to do? Because you can go either way. You can either be, this is what I want to do, and then you get to that point and you're like, man, maybe not. Or, man, I'm actually pretty good at this. Maybe this is something I want to do. So, Izzy.
Yeah, I definitely think like the more I played, especially like those last couple years in middle school, I was like, okay, this is like a dream that I want to do. And so I had to make the choice to now I tried out for the Gretna team, and it's a Gretna Elite Academy ECNL team. And so I made the choice to try out for a couple years, didn't make it. And then I made it, and that helped me to want to like play college because I was surrounded by girls who also wanted to play college that are competitive and willing to do the same thing that I wanted to do. So I think it's like you are the one who has to be the one saying that, yes, I want to do this. And then you actually have to do it.
Mhm.
You have to put in the work, take every opportunity, and get your name out there.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think, again, like I'd say like 8th grade going into freshman year, I think that's kind of when it like settled in, like, oh, like this is something that I can do or that I want to do. And so I think for me, it was definitely then that's when I decided that I wanted to do it. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. That's a good segment, guys. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with Thomas, Thea, and Izzy.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Serving in the military requires great sacrifices, not just for one's country, but also for one's family. Not surprisingly, divorce for soldiers is especially difficult, and it raises a number of challenges that are peculiar to military divorce, things such as deployments, relocation, retirement benefits. These issues can be complicated. So if you're a soldier facing such challenges, go to CordellCordell.com.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com. If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
A smoke-free environment is the only way to fully protect from the dangers of secondhand smoke. That's why smoke-free policies are so important to me. Whether it's in my car, apartment building, or when I'm dining outdoors, there's no place for secondhand smoke or e-cigarette aerosol. Breathe easier knowing the facts. Visit smokefree.ne.gov. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Attention! Acres is cutting interest rates and offering great deals below market value on the largest selection of used inventory in the nation. For a limited time, Acres is offering interest rates as low as 2.9% on our late model John Deere ag equipment. Acres' low interest rates, along with our below market prices on select John Deere used planters, tractors, sprayers, and combines, makes it a great time to upgrade your equipment for the 2025 season. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com. Offer ends May 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Big news from your Nebraska Lottery. Mega Millions is now more mega than ever. First off, a new multiplier is built into the game. Plus, there are now bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes start at $10. So don't miss out on these fantastic enhancements. Visit your favorite Nebraska Lottery retailer today and play Mega Millions with the new built-in multiplier, bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes starting at $10. Drawings Tuesdays and Fridays. $5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through May 18th, enjoy USDA Choice 10-ounce top sirloin steak for $6.99 each. All natural pork steak, $2.49 per pound. Carbless canned cocktails 4-packs for $7.99 when you buy 2, and whole watermelons for $5. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone and Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln with more exciting news for area car buyers.
Charlie, it's just announced that Honda of Lincoln has won 3 of the Lincoln Journal-Star's Lincoln Choice Awards: Best New Car Dealer, Best Auto Repair, and Best Place to Get Your Oil Changed.
Wow, that's great, Andy. Anything else?
Yes, we were runner-up for Best Pre-Owned Dealer and Best Tire Dealer. A lot of people don't understand that we do sell tires here.
Very exciting, Andy. Why do you think your dealership is winning so many awards?
Charlie, we simply say it's the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business.
Looks like Honda of Lincoln is the great news headquarters for Lincoln.
Yes, and even all of Nebraska, we are also announcing that Honda of Lincoln's the only dealer in the state of Nebraska to win the prestigious Honda President's Award for 2024.
Honda of Lincoln, Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to Fitness Fanatics. We are not Jeff and Nicole. We are Crystal and Kelly. We are subbing for Jeff and Nicole, who are out gallivanting around Iowa somewhere. And with that, I wanted to remind everybody who is listening that Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, where we all go and instruct and work out, is having a sale, Memorial Day sale, going on next weekend. 40% off the 10-week challenge. That is a super deal. It starts July 12th. You're going to get fitness, you're going to get nutrition, you're going to get camaraderie, you're going to walk away with really good friends, and probably ready for swimsuit season. So take advantage of that 40% off. and sign up by July 12th. My guess is you can find us on the Facebook page and sign up there. And if not, please reach out to Jeff and Nicole at Fitness Fanatics, and they'll be able to help you out.
Great. All right. Welcome back. As we are talking to Coach Nettleton, Thea, and Izzy from Lincoln Southwest, Coach Nettleton, what have been some of the goals outside of soccer and winning that this team has had this year?
I think for them, they really enjoy the challenge of creating culture and community. I think that so we talk about bio, psycho, social, so your body, brain, and then your community, the world, and how you interact in it. And I think for them, the challenge of what that looks like, especially with 20 different, very different people, is super challenging. And then we added 4 to the postseason, now at 24. And I think that the challenge of creating, community is one of the things that's a consistent goal that we have. But then, beyond just our group, like we have some people that love helping others. So the Unified Track, we volunteered again for the Unified Track meet, and that has been just amazing because, I mean, what it does is it provides evidence of who they are as people. It, soccer is part of who they are, but is not, all of who they are. And so I think their identity is stronger because they're otherish. They do care about other people, and they do volunteer, and there's evidence there. So I would say that's another goal that they have. So I think in those 2 areas, certainly, like, building community and having it be strong. And then also the broader community, in the past, we've done tie blankets for the Buffett Center and other things. But this year we did not do that, but we did do Unified Track meet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Thea and Izzy. So one of my favorite things to do is when I get a chance is to come up and watch you guys lift on Saturday mornings. And the energy in that group, since this is a fitness show. Tell us a little bit about how you feel that has changed and developed this team. Just that simple Saturday morning, 7 a.m., you're tired. You show up, you grind it out, and the energy. How does that, how does that make this team better? And then personally, what do you take away from it?
Yeah, I think coming in on Saturday mornings obviously is a little bit rough for a lot of us. Doing it student athlete, you want to hang out with friends Friday night, then you realize you got lifting at 7 a.m. the next morning. So waking up obviously is difficult, but once we get there and get the music going, we warm up, we start talking and chatting during lifting and all of that. I think it just changes the atmosphere, and like we treat it like a training session. And so it's like, really, how much are you willing to push yourself to get better within that little chunk of time together in the mornings? But then also I think a big thing that helps boost morale too is we always end with heavy sled pushes, and we're always in a big group cheering each other on, and we're all pushing 5 to 6 sleds at 8 in the morning when probably everyone else is sleeping. And so I think just that little extra mile that we go to be there for each other and cheer each other on only builds our culture that much more.
Yeah. I also think it helps with the attitude that, like, nobody cares. If you're tired, you're
I was
sore.
going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Izzy, thanks for saying that. Yes. Yeah.
Nobody cares if you're sore or tired. You just got to do it and get it done. So,
yeah. It's just those little things. I mentioned to Coach Stop yesterday, watching you guys, is it's so easy to say, we played Friday, we're going to take it off. We're sleeping, we're going to get those types of things, but it's the little things. And I know you guys touch on that a lot. And honestly, doing the little things is what makes teams so successful, is a collection of that. And so I think just that little thing of getting up, you're tired and you're getting a workout in, by the end of it, I mean, you feel like you can conquer the world, right? So just like you said, it's not the easy thing to do, but it's those little things that manifest into a championship culture.
Crystal, would you allow me to nerd out just for a second?
100%.
Okay. All right. So, as someone who just wants to learn, and I want to know why things work, and so one of the things that I read, it was actually in a championship series. It's actually from Andrew Huberman. So I have it up here, and I'm going to read it just real quick. He's a PhD at Stanford, and so there is such a thing as an anterior mid-cingulate cortex. Now, I told him this yesterday, and they all just ignored me, so I also posted it in our classroom. But it's particularly activated when individuals engage in activities that they want to avoid or find difficult. And it is the part of the brain that gives willpower. And it is like anything else, it's a skill, no different than having a skill to strike a ball well for a penalty, or to be able to work the muscles so that they're strong enough to withstand, different things. And so, the mental muscle, is it actually a muscle? No, it's not. But you can activate it and understand it in that way. So if you're flexing your mental muscle and you're doing something you don't want to do, it actually strengthens willpower.
Yeah.
So Saturday morning lifts, nobody cares.
Yep.
And thank you, Izzy, for saying that. Because eventually, if you're talking about being successful in the world, like nobody is in the darkness with you when you just don't feel like it. And so sports is such a powerful medium for developing that. And I think that again, like Izzy answered it right away. She just said, I'd rather be doing something different, but I'm doing this, which is an investment in her body and an investment in her mind and an investment in her community. And then Thea said the exact same thing. And so when you have that motivation and you're building momentum as a group because you're like-minded, like it is, and they're freakishly strong.
Yes.
Like, and when they're doing sled pushes, they're like, they're throwing more of them on. And so, yes, they were grumpy and hard to greet at the door at 7 a.m. That is true. Like they do not want to be there. But by 8 o'clock, they are invested in themselves and for good reason. And then they're actually like, there's a lot of gratitude when they leave. And I think it's gratitude, not just for the community, but also themselves, because they just did something that most people aren't doing, which is why they're playing on Monday night.
Yep. Exactly.
And I think that those are the little things that allow them to get the good things that they worked hard for. And so, yes, it's what is it again? The anterior mid-cingulate cortex, which I couldn't, if you ask me 10 minutes from now, I'll say, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, but since you already brought it up.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I thought so. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I see the same thing, and I'm sure Crystal does too, just even in our adult lives and, being a part of a gym and everybody else's fitness journey, me included. There are days where I wake up at 4 o'clock thinking, what am I doing? I've got the work, I've got this, I've got that. And I go to class and I either instruct or I take the class. And the feeling I walk out with is like, okay, that was worth it.
Yep.
And it was even Saturday. I'm tired. It's been a long week. I've got to get up and I've got to motivate 40 people to do something. But I'm better for it. And my day is better for it. And I appreciate the people who come to the class because it helps me be a better person that day, and be more motivated to do whatever I need to do. So it doesn't go away. It's always with you. So always a good reason to keep going and keep being active.
Last Monday, so Camden O'Brien's mom works out with Kelly and I at 5 a.m. And Monday morning, the parents were out and about and getting ready to greet you guys. And I had taught class that morning at 5 a.m. And then I'm at school and I'm getting you guys ready. What time we meet? 8 o'clock, treatments, stuff like that. And she stopped me and was like, I was not ready for a Crystal workout 5 a.m. And she's like, and here you are. I'm like, yep, I am teaching at 5 a.m. We're getting ready to go to Omaha. And it's just what you do. And, you continue to make those healthy habits and then you don't know how to not do those things. I think that's the other side of it too, is, as you say, train that willpower and whatever is is now you get to a point is you don't know how not to do those things. And so I think that's something pretty powerful. And we see that a lot too with just our 10-week sessions and stuff like that with our new people at Farrell's and I can speak for myself. I did 10 weeks thinking I was just going to get some nutritional help and then I was going to go do my own thing. And it was, I don't know how I can go on without not seeing these people that I all of a sudden know. Same thing, it's like, well, I don't know why we would not meet at 7 a.m. and lift on Saturday morning because that's what we do. Those are my people and, stuff like that. So
I think the encouraging thing is you don't need a PhD to tell you.
Right.
Right. But it is nice that a PhD is telling you.
Right.
Right. That actually, what you are experiencing is good for you.
Yeah.
And I think that what is so powerful is like these young ladies are going to eventually are going to be, 30, 40, 50. And, what they're going to be able to do with that willpower is exponential. And it's not just a Saturday morning. It's like how they do the things they do. And they're going to carry that into, the workplace. They're going to carry that into being a parent. They're going to carry that into, being a spouse and caring for their family. So I think that's why athletics and just working out, like the community, there's such a graft to it, but it is like, it's awesome to see.
Absolutely. What do you want to leave the future generation of little girls out there that do look up to you? What do you want to leave? Is there a message to them? And then also culturally within Lincoln Southwest, what type of standard do you want to set for them as teams come after you?
I would say chase your dreams, but you have to work hard and believe in yourself to do that.
Yeah, for sure. I think definitely like everyone says it when they leave high school, like senior year and all that, like it flies by truly. And so I think just like taking advantage of like the opportunities that are given to you and like just knowing that you have something to work for and then going and actually working for it is going to be important. And I think at Southwest, we do a really good job of having seniors leave and then they come back and speak to us. And I think that just speaks volumes to the program because people don't have to do that. They don't have to give up time. They don't have to come talk to us, but they want to, and they want to like leave or give advice to us. And I think that that's important to understand and realize is that like people aren't just doing it because they have to. They're doing it because they want to.
Absolutely. Great. All right. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back for our last segment.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Make your move fun and easy with the help of Movers and Shakers. Movers and Shakers is homegrown, female-led, and ready to help make your transition to a new space as seamless as possible. They excel at residential and commercial moving jobs, as well as offer home cleanouts and junk removal services. Moving into a new place is stressful enough, so let Movers and Shakers ease the transition. Give them a call today at 712-899-6265 or book your move online at www.moversandShakersNE.com today.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
You're getting hungry. Very, very hungry. Now look into my clock. And when your boy Flavor Flav counts from 3, you're going to go to Cane's and you're going to order hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and secret cane sauce. 3, 2, 1.
Order for Flavor Flav.
I guess it worked. Raising Cane's. One love.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back. 93.7 The Ticket, Fitness Fanatics with Crystal and Kelly. We're here for our last segment with Coach Nettleton, Thea, and Izzy from Lincoln Southwest. Any final thoughts before we head to Omaha tomorrow?
Well, I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
Ladies, any final thoughts?
Yeah, predictions.
What are you thinking?
I mean,
Yeah.
predictions, people. Come on.
You know, probably preparing today. I got a lot of hydrating to do today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay.
call.
And,
So that's, yeah.
and hopefully the weather holds up for us. That's what I'm thinking right now.
I'm so excited. That's all I keep thinking.
Yeah.
Like I'm just waiting and waiting for tomorrow.
It's bittersweet. Last game as Silverhawk for me. So
yeah,
got to leave it all out there.
So So with excitement, what do you do to even out the nerves?
Stick to my routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to adjust it for our 8 o'clock game, but just make sure I eat all my meals, have everything prepared, and then just be with my team.
Yeah. I was gonna say hanging out tonight with the team's gonna be fun. So I think that'll ease a lot.
So you
for
have
a lot of people.
team
too.
dinner tonight, right? Is
Yep.
that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have
A training session.
maybe training session.
Oh,
Hopefully
it's happening.
hopefully the weather holds up. That'd be the only thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is lightning really that damaging?
Right.
I mean, is it really going to hurt us that bad?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
fine.
Just play
Yeah.
kickball. And
Yeah,
try
we'll
to
just
get
play,
out.
yeah. Actually, that was. I mean,
Yeah.
That was our
that
easy
might have
day.
been our best training session the entire year.
Yeah.
Is we had some young ladies jump the fence to get onto, and then we're notified by our athletic trainer that we are not supposed to play when it's lightning outside.
It's lightning.
So they
Mhm.
jumped back over the fence to come inside, and then we played kickball, and it was like
It was a great
the
game.
intensity. Yeah, and there is some problems with the officiating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That definitely.
There's always problems with that.
Yeah, and so
It's fancy coming from the official. right
yeah,
there.
yeah. I'm and I don't know the rules, so that was fun
They
officiating
changed
it.
a lot.
So
They changed a lot.
yeah, they did. They changed
based on
yeah.
which teams that's.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Nice.
yes,
Mixing it up.
But you got to keep them on their toes.
Oh, yeah,
right?
I agree.
And then sometimes officials don't do the things that you would like them to do, and we experienced that on Monday. So,
that's right.
That kickball game got them all
Right.
prepared for it. But yeah, I thought that I was going to get like ran over because
I think some of us were thinking that probably.
it probably crossed your mind.
Right.
Thanks for not acting.
I would like to go back to not knowing you should be outside in lightning. Can we discuss just ignoring that?
I think
golden
some-
rule.
There's
of
there's
just
risk
not
and
getting struck by
reward,
lightning?
right? There's
Right.
risk and reward, and sometimes you just want to see some
So,
fascinating things,
I like
right?
it. All right.
So what's funny about this is I sent a text to all the coaches that says, "Hey, we are in a lightning delay,"
Mm.
and it was just an afternoon that all of a sudden these storms came in, and so everybody was in, and I knew they were training later, and I was constantly watching to make sure if once the lightning was clear that I could then send out a new text that said all clear. So the girls come down from meeting, they're getting ready to go outside. I'm like, "Hey, what are you guys doing today?" I was like, "Oh, we're going outside to train." I was like, "Well, we're still in a lightning delay." I'm like, "Oh, well," so I think they even called coach and were like, "Hey, we can't go outside. We're in a lightning delay." And so I got in touch with coach again, and he goes, "Oh," I go, "Well, I sent the text." He goes, "Yeah, I thought that it expired." And I go, "No, I just didn't do a follow-up text message because we're still in the lightning delay." Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
So inside they come.
A day in the
Uh,
life
yeah.
of the communication
Yep,
and
yep.
the life of spring sports, actually.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and just
Gotta be on your toes.
the constant shift in weather,
Huh.
and I think just got another text message. It looks like tomorrow the lightning is going to be less and less and less.
Good.
So hopefully,
Yeah, we can play in rain.
Yeah,
That's no problem.
Yeah, and we would love
Yeah.
play in rain.
Yeah.
Love it. So
All right. Well, that's all we got for this morning. Coach
that
Nettleton.
flew by.
I know.
Yeah,
Thea,
thank
Izzy,
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank you.
joining
Thank you
us.
so much.
Yeah, this was fun.
And good luck tomorrow.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.